Today, we become legends.
Hey, my name's Enter, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got 40 useless Smite facts for you. These are little tidbits of information about the game that are hopefully lesser known in the community that are cool to know but ultimately useless. So without further ado, let's jump in with number 1. So useless fact number 1 is that Heras 2 will polymorph into jungle monsters from the specific game mode you're in, not just random ones of any type. Number 2, Najjar was the first Smite god to have a basic attack progression. Any gods released before April 2013, Najjar's release date, just had 1x speed and 1x damage for every hit. Number 3, Ratatoska is the physically smallest god in the game. Number 4, Cthulhu is the physically biggest god in the game, but Jormungandr is the tallest. Number 5, Yanasult specifically can't damage enemies in fountains to avoid cross-map spawn killing with perfect timing. Number 6, Kali, Rama, Tyr, and Guan Yu are the only characters who don't make actual jokes with their VEGA voice lines. Number 7, despite being male gods, Najjar, Cupid, and Ratatoska are all voiced by a woman. Number 8, Ratatoska, Baba Yaga, and Baron Samedi are currently the only gods that offer unique special items. Rat with his acorns, Baron with his brew, and Baba with her potions that she can store as a consumable. Number 9, Charybdis, Iset, Heimdallr, and the Morrigan are the only ranged gods with a unique hit chain in Smite. The rest are all 1x speed and damage. Number 10, Artemis and Ymir are the only two gods in Smite to not have a standard recolor skin purchasable with favour. Artemis has Stalker that is obtained by following the Smite Twitter page, and Ymir straight up has no default recolor. Number 11, on a similar note, Cupid and Loki are the only gods to have two standard recolor skins. Loki has his original one from 2012 and another one from his rework in 2020. And Cupid just has two, no idea why really. Come on guys, don't be greedy, share the love with Ymir and Artemis. Number 12, Hel was the first stand switcher added to Smite as she was available as one of the original 9 gods in Smite's closed alpha in 2011. Number 13, Athena was the first god to have a taunt, Bellona was the first disarm, Bacchus was the first intoxicate, Cabrakan was the first tremble, Cernunnos was the first polymorph, Cleaner was the first deafen, Mercury was the first disorient, Olarum was the first time dilation, yes that's technically called a CC in the game now, and Skadi was the first god with slippery surface, again yes this is actually a CC name. Number 14, Atlas, Nuwa, and Terra are the only gods with CC on their passives. Atlas has a tremble, Nuwa has a root, and Terra has a slow. Interestingly, they're all tied to their basic attacks. Number 15, Awilix has a unique animation if feared while mounted on Suku where he carries her away in her arms. This is believed to be a Scooby-Doo reference and it looks damn hilarious. Number 16, Baba Yaga was first teased as a god release by her laugh being played whenever a player consumed a potion in-game. This is of course a reference to her potion brewing. Medusa was teased in a similar way with a statue of her appearing in the Season 2 Conquest map release way before her actual release date. After her release, this statue was made broken, and this is a reference to her ultimate that turns enemies into statues of stone if it kills them. Cerberus shared a similar release tease to Medusa with a statue of him appearing in Conquest before his official reveal. Number 17, Bacchus was originally going to be released as Dionysus, his Greek counterpart, but was changed during development and some of his files still reference to him as Dionysus and not Bacchus. Number 18, another Bacchus one, his taunt and joke voice lines get more slurred as your passive meter fills up.
I could really use a drink. I think I'm feeling it. Feeling tipsy. Listen! I got a singer for you.
Number 19, Chang'e, Ratatoska, and Gilgamesh are the only gods that can obtain items from outside the fountain. Number 20, Charybdis and Baba Yaga are the only gods in Smite where each eye is a different colour. Number 21, Totem Caller Hu Yi and Chernobog Default are both voiced by Doug Cockle, the voice actor for Geralt in The Witcher. Cupid is the only god to have changed from physical to magical or vice versa after his original release. Some gods like Bastet, Artemis, and Kali had specific abilities changed in this way, but not the entire kit as Cupid did. Number 23, Discordia is the only god to have a unique walk animation for all 8 directions. On a similar note, Ishtar is the only god that has unique side strafe animations. Number 24, Freya is the only god to have a rework completely reverted and not just reworked again. She is also the most reworked god. Number 25, Iset was the first god to have magical basic attacks. Before this, every god did physical damage with their basic attacks back in Smite's old days. Number 26, Hades, Vulcan, Thor, Nemesis, Guan Yu, and Raven are the only gods to change class after release. Hades and Vulcan went from Guardians to Mages, Thor, Nemesis, and Raven went from Warriors to Assassins, and Guan Yu went from Guardian to Warrior. There is also the case of Sun Wukong, who technically went from assassin to warrior when he was replaced by Hunbats, who took Wukong's original kit from back in beta, and then Wukong was rekitted to be a warrior. Again, since the same kit wasn't really kept, I don't really class this as a strict class change, but it does exist. Number 27. Himdalia's Bifrost and Aphrodite's Kiss are the only abilities with a variable cooldown based on how you use it. Bifrost changes in cooldown depending on the distance travelled when it's activated, and Aphrodite's Kiss changes in cooldown depending on if it hits an ally or an enemy. Number 28. Horus and Set were the first and currently only double release in Smite. They are also the only gods that do something specific when fighting a specific god. Number 29. Ishtar, Neith, and Lancelot are the only gods with leaps that don't go over walls, but do go over player-made walls. Number 30. Janus was originally meant to wield a key as his weapon in reference to his lore, but this idea was scrapped during development. Number 31. Cuchulainn, Jingwei, and Erlangchen are the only gods in Smite who are named by their title and not their real name. Cuchulainn means Hound of Kulan or Warrior of Kulan in reference to when he stood in for a blacksmith's guard hound. Cuchulainn's real name is Setanta. Jingwei loosely translates to Spirit Guard, and her mortal name was actually Nuwa, but this is apparently not a direct reference to the god Nuwa. And Erlangchen directly translates to Second Son God or Godly Second Son, in reference to him being the second-born son of his mother's 3 children. The most common real name for Erlang is Yangjian. Number 32. Jormungandr and King Arthur are currently the only gods who cannot increase their attack speed. Number 33. Japanese gods are the only ones who commonly use the native tongue of their pantheon in voice lines and ability sounds. Number 34. Mercury has the fastest base movement speed in the game by just 1 point at 381 compared to a few of the gods that have 380. This is a reference to him being the fastest god alive. Number 35. Ra was the first god in Smite to receive a remodel from their original design. Number 36. Raijin is the only god with a dance emote that doesn't actually dance, he plays the drums instead. Number 37. Xbalanque, the first Mayan god, was added to Smite on December 21st, 2012, the date that the long count Mayan calendar ended and the supposed doomsday that would end the world. Pretty funny troll from Hi-Rez there. Number 38. There are 3 guardians with ranged basic attacks, Yaboja, Jormungandr, and Sylvanas. Hades would count 2 before he was changed to a mage. There are 3 mages with melee basic attacks, Ao Kuang, Freya when not using her 2, and Tiamat in ground stance, and there is 1 melee hunter, Ula in axe stance. There are no ranged basic attacking assassins or warriors outside of edge cases like Tsukuyomi's 1 and 3 giving him a single ranged basic attack. Number 39. You can buy items from the enemy fountain if you truly want to. And finally, number 40, Ganesha and Amaterasu's ultimates are the only instances of direct reuse of an ability from a previous god design, with Ganesha taking Nuwa's original ultimate and Amaterasu taking Guan Yu's original ultimate. But that's all I got for 40 useless Smite facts. If you have any other ones to add, definitely drop a comment down below and I might heart a few of them if there's some really good ones. But that's it from me. Catch you guys in another one later on. Have a great day, and peace out, you nerds.